Hello and welcome. It is time. Very excited. You're over here, not there. Hi, I'm. We're doing great. I bit my tongue.
No.
This is Longshot, and today it's Tuesday, so we are playing Terraform. Actually, you know what? We're going to be doing the Minty Minutes. So if the fantastic Ben Brainard would like to give the little recap of Minty's perspective, Mintadoso's perspective on everything that's happened so far.
If this is your first time joining us, hi, I'm Ben Brainard, and I play Mentiroso. He's a Tabaxi ranger fighter. He grew up in a swamp. He has no idea what's going on 99% of the time. Here's what happened last week. So last week we made it to Dragon's End, which was my first time in a big city, which is weird for me because I was like, this is not how a city should look like. There was like dead people all over the place. And the only thing I really liked about it was that there was a giant skeletal snake. And I was like, that's a good design choice. But other than that, I'm learning a lot about the big city. I have a new purpose in life. My gator mom wants to eat Makuta, which is great for me because I don't like that guy. Thranduin. Thranduin found like a shiny new magic item and he didn't get to use it. And good thing about it, because we found out later, he shouldn't have. Good for him. How did he know? Nobody knew. Anyway, Terra made friends with a shadow, which I thought was rude because the shadow was mean to me. And then Terra was like, I'm going to be nice to it. And it was nice to her back. I don't understand shadows. That's why I got rid of mine a long time ago. We made it to a church. Inside of this church was Prince Ali Ababwe. Abubu. Prince Ali Ababwe of Nantucket or whatever. I'm not sure. He didn't say, and he was in there with a bunch of vampires and he left because he wanted to go meet up with his sister. And I guess Fizbin already met up with his sister. I don't know. I gave him a high five regardless of what happened. And then there was a mummy lord and some vampires, and the vampires didn't like the mummy lord, even though they still called him lord. And the mummy lord turned out to be like friends of Thranduin or foes or lovers. Was it lovers to enemies, Thranduin? I don't know. We'll ask him in the next episode. We killed him, so I hope it wasn't lovers. And last we left off, I got really hungry, and they told me about gods and pacts and contracts, and I didn't understand any of it, so I've asked Terra to contact a god so I could fight him.
Well done.
Yeah.
I think. So yeah, the party, after returning to Dragon's End, after finding the zombified corpse of Skiop, which is one of the friends and allies that fell when Dragon's End was attacked by the Lich. And the giant serpent that came out of Skiop's throat that the chat summoned, and some fantastic things that went on to the Church of the Path, which, as the party knows, is this fake, hypocritical church that came from a godless land. And they've been taking sorcerers with bloodlines that they've been keeping in the pocket, and enacting the sorceress magic within and calling them clerics and sending them off. Fizbin, who is a High Inquisitor of the Stormfather, obviously takes vast issue with this. And
real god. He said a real god's name. That's what he said.
Yeah. And has in his pocket the tome of the path that he kind of swiped on the way in. The vampires are run by one vampiric lord named Elinyirt. And he is an interesting, potentially temporary ally of the party right now. And after the party went down into the crypt, once again double tapping Lord Malachi, they found a couple of interesting grams on the ground, and the party was able to determine that is directly under the bell in some way. So we pop in with killing the music and putting up the horror ambiance because I'm great at transitions. It's a new system. I'm learning. I'm getting there. Don't worry. The party, some of which have barely been touched, others of which had a pretty tough fight of it, are kind of recouping. But Brady, who went off into the tunnels where she was able to get her vengeance on what the held breath had done to her, after wandering around a bit and splitting off from the directions of Dayton and Crichton, found herself deep within a hidden, trapped room. And after kind of moving about and frankly getting a bit lost, she begins hearing the sounds of combat, and heading towards that, she stumbles upon a lone, dark cavern. She's gone far from any of the hideout that the Held Breath had, and in this room, there is this monstrous, floating battle axe. You have dark vision, so you're able to see it, but you watch as it kind of almost peers at you, and out loud you hear, "Well, greetings!"
Gosh.
Pretty's gonna look around. No way that thing's talking to me.
I say.
Oh, hello.
It kind of floats over. Are you that which would aid me in my quest?
That depends. What exactly is your quest?
I seek justice.
Well,
I have
we're
been
gonna get
locked
along
away for
so well.
years and years. I've been brought to this strange land and tucked away once again, sequestered by these secretive assassin-y folk. It is most unseemly for one of my disposition. I find myself in need.
As an axe? You're
I apologize. And it does like a bow. And it goes, I apologize, I have not introduced myself. My name is Fane Eater.
Oh, that's quite the name.
Wielded by the great
Very
Splenethus of the day 17 million years ago. It clearly doesn't understand time.
Oh. Oh. Is that so?
He was
That is quite the time.
the cruel and the just.
Your guys' names match very well. The Fane Eater and Cruel and Just. Yeah.
Indeed. We were able to strike back at the giants that were invading from the north.
That's great.
I was laid to rest.
Who put you in here?
Some dude. I was laid to rest next to my wielder's corpse as he died of old age. And then someone took me. The call. The impropriety.
Yes, awful. Robbing a dead body is
And
just
what is
awful.
your name?
I'm Brittany. Nice to meet you. I don't have quite the background that you have, but you know, just trying to make my way through these dark tunnels and join my friends back.
Indeed.
You want to come?
I would appreciate that. As long as you are
Great.
pure of heart and noble of spirit.
Yes, I definitely am.
Okay.
Oh no.
The axe quickly rotates to the back of you and does not touch you, but would be within reach, and it kind of just stays kind of floating behind you at the ready.
Well, that's awesome.
Of combat. This is the Fane Eater. It does a +3 to damage. A +3 to hit, and on a crit it does, I believe it's 3d8 necrotic damage. It might be 2d8, and whatever damage, whenever it does that 2d8 or 3d8 necrotic damage, you actually get those hit points back. You get healed that many in necrotic damage.
That's awesome. I am adding that to my inventory. Do I have to attune it to him, to the axe?
Yes, but there's also the no, because it is sentient. It's just bonded to you.
That is beautiful. All right, onward, Fane.
At once. You follow the sounds of combat, and as you get closer through these caves, you find this almost rotted out stone. As if something evil dragged itself through here. And eventually you find yourself in a crypt. And you can hear your party conversing up these rotted steps.
Can I easily climb them, or do they seem like they're about to fall
climbable.
apart any second?
You can take care to cautiously kind of step around some of these strange gooey parts, but eventually you do find your party. The party kind of regrouping after clearly some intense combat. You see decapitated heads here and there that have the sides of the skulls having broken down and stretched out into wings, kind of splattered about, and the remains of what looks to be Lord Malachi, who you watch die as Thranduin slew him back when this whole shindig started. Once again, this time he is almost mummified and grotesque and wrapped in corpse linens, burial linens.
It looks like you guys had some fun while I was gone.
No, I'm hungry.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out right now.
You have a very strange definition of fun, Brady.
Well, Menti, you do know that when you go without eating for a while, you tend to get this feeling that is called hunger.
No, he just ate
Look-
all of our food.
Look, I know I'm dumb, but
All
I'm not
of
an
it?
idiot.
Basically, yeah.
I ate a full hill giant. Albert had some of the hill giant. We ate a full hill giant.
Yeah, it was pretty disgusting to watch.
It was actually kind of
It was
impressive.
actually really tasty. I'm not gonna. It was really good. I would do it
Crispy
again.
bacon. The question is, do
No.
other types of giants taste different?
Well,
No, we're not
See, now I
experimenting
have a
with it.
secondary purpose in life.
Doesn't matter. They're all gamey.
This is on me.
They're all gamey.
Try all the giants.
All right.
Does
so
everyone, are we taking a rest, or do you guys need healing before moving forward, or?
I think we're-
Resting would be ideal.
Okay. Do you want to do this down here, or do you want to regroup with some of the people who have survived upstairs?
I was using the food that was down here that got purified to
Okay.
make the specific sacrifice for the divination to
Right.
talk
Right.
to hunger.
Tara, walk me through it. What's this look like?
So I kind of set up what looks like a very fancy, like, seafood tower of, like, all of this gross food and, like, make it into what looks like something pretty and gourmet, like fancy plating, pretty much. And I use, like, the hunger in my own body as well from this fight and using my magical powers for the sunbeam and everything. And as I start to cast the spell, you kind of see, like, bites getting taken out of the food magically. And
Super
I just
cool.
ask, and I just say kind of up into the air, the ether,
Okay.
and and it's just hunger.
I thought it was, why am I hungry?
Yeah, why is Mentiro so hungry?
Okay. You feel this almost nauseating presence. The party does this almost you know when you're so hungry you get kind of nauseous. It's kind of like that, and you get this kind of pang. Beldrick, the liar, and it kind of twangs a little bit, and kind of even this magical item is the sentient item is picking up on this, and kind of this kind of nervous tune. He's mine now.
Dad? Wait, does everyone hear this or just her?
Probably just me.
Yeah.
Let me look at the divination.
He's of me. I will use him to return. Break and rot below, much like this wonderful crypt. He will need me. I will make him need me. and then the presence dissipates.
Just kind of shakes her head and looks at Menti and is just like, it kind of sounds like he's gonna try and use you to come back in some way. He's gonna make you need him, and then I don't know much, but maybe he's gonna try and come through your body or whatever and use you as a what is it called? What are you, Fizbin?
An avatar.
Avatar?
This sounds so familiar.
What is he, an alien?
He's
At no point was he on my face.
Well, he's in your tummy.
Fizbin, make a religion check or a history check.
Do.
Is he gonna throw him up like that other creature did with that one dragon thingy?
11.
Is that how?
11. So what you know from the very exclusive and secretive tomes is that hunger, long ago when the world was mostly water, rose to power in a very subversive way. He would send his agents to join a church and then slowly build his own church like a leech or a rot underneath that church until slowly he had overtaken that church as a whole. Excuse me. Hunger is not able to, at this time, or in this era even, because the Stormfather crusaded so hard against him, even burning his own churches. Hunger is not anywhere near powerful enough to do something like have an avatar. He's not in Minteroso. He is affecting him from afar and trying to inflict a need so that he can manipulate him. But this is nothing like Terra's setup or even like yours.
Right. Would I happen to know how to beat this connection?
Not with an 11, no.
Okay. Fair enough.
Convert him to the Stormfather.
You just can't give in to the hunger.
That's a safe way. Yeah, there you go.
Anytime he's hungry, we can't let
But
him
highly
eat.
unlikely, so.
I've talked to one god one time, and now I'm hungry all the time, so I need your lightning fingers to stay out of my body. How about that?
I wouldn't necessarily call him a god. Really, more of just an annoyance way off in the far reaches of the pain somewhere. So, you know.
But you
Can
do
you
remember that
contact him
hunger was supposed to have
again
been long defeated long ago during the crusade. That basically the Stormfather basically was like, okay, all of you, you and you, I am giving crazy amounts of power to just go into any church of any god. If you find hunger, burn the church to the ground and just kill everyone. Like it was a really just extreme attempt from long ago that was supposedly successful.
But to answer your question, Menti, I can do it again, but there's about a 25% chance that it might just be a random reading. It might just be a random answer, not pertaining to what we ask him.
Okay, well, my question to him doesn't really need an answer. It's, have you ever had a nightmare before? Because you're about to have one.
I feel like you can just say that to your tummy. I don't think I need to say that to him.
You're about to have one.
Like the way you think, but for now, let's concern ourselves with going back upstairs and dealing with the fake sorcerers that are upstairs. We have a conversation to have.
And there's that body up there that we're trying to make human again, right?
Wait, what?
Sure.
I grabbed one of the pods.
Correct.
Oh.
Yes, Marin is working on that back at the mansion.
Oh, back at the mansion. That's right. Or somewhere else. I remember now. Okie dokie.
Let's talk loot. Let's talk loot in the crypt. The party
Give it to
beginning
me.
preparing to pan out finds a couple of things. already stated was that Thranduin did find the historical ledgers of the name that oppressed him and his people.
Enslaved. Not oppressed, enslaved.
Yes,
Enslaved.
yes. These people are now, some of them have been turned into sorcerers, and either are somewhere here or have been sent back home. They might have been sent northward to Westeros. Also 840 platinum.
Whoa.
In the shape of, these are known as platinum cannons. They are it's Endeavor currency, essentially. Their sigil is the cannon, and so you have a cannon on both sides of the coin. Fizbin, you find holy water, and strange schematics as well. Minty, you're kind of sniffing around, and you find these strange schematics, and it matches the gram on the floor, the arcane runes on the floor that you estimated were directly under the bell.
Okay. Is it like a pick-upable schematic? Is it like a
it's like
scroll?
it's like a big old scroll. It seems that this you find notes from people who carried it all the way from the Endeavor, and how it's like this ancient relic and should be cared for, and exactly how they need to box it up and stuff like that.
Okay, I read that and I go, interesting. This thing looks like that thing. And then I just toss it towards the gram on the floor and continue looking around for things that are shinier.
Okay. You find an ever-smoking bottle.
Ooh.
This bottle, you find a bottle that is just full of this black cloud. And as you just smoke begins billowing out around the room, and visibility goes down within 5 feet of you and slowly is moving outwards.
Menti, did you set something on fire?
Not this time, but I sure would like to. Put the cork back on. And I'm pocketing that.
You put the cork back on and it abates.
Is it called that? Like, can I search this in the inventory?
It is the ever-smoking bottle.
I continue looking, I suppose.
That's about everything that's found. The party finds an insane amount of platinum, kind of hidden away in little nooks and crannies, amounting to 840. That is easily the most money that's ever been in this town, to your knowledge. The only person who might know more would be Venton, the keeper of coin, who was the council member.
Oh, we're in the church.
The
And
bottom.
they have all of this money.
Sorry, George.
Someone should probably look at the schematic I threw on the diagram.
I don't know what schematics are.
I found some weird paperwork too. What am I looking at?
Jeffrey?
A different schematic.
I'm thinking. No, go ahead.
While he thinks, D is testing how efficiently the axe stays like close to her by spinning, cartwheeling, and just doing like random moves to see how
you
well.
kind of shift and it shifts with you, and you shift again and you do a little twirl, and then you go for a cartwheel and it goes, I know what you're doing. and he just kind of floats along over to you.
Tara
George,
finds a piece of paper, writes the number 10 on it.
yeah. George, what did I say you found? Sorry.
You said it's some kind of like strange writing on some paper or something, so you didn't go into any detail.
Yeah. So you find confirmation of the means of awakening the sorceress lineage of these family names that they've been cultivating over the generations and generations, and it has to do with the frick. I use a lot of big terms. Why do I do this to myself? The investiture of the land. So
Can I look at the paper he threw to the ground, and can you re-say what it is?
Yeah, it's a lot of ancient so it's schematics on how to properly activate this bell, and the party recalls, I think Minty saw this, was when the bell rang, when they approached, all of the like dried blood that's covering the city like rippled away from it. And covered in holy marks of an ancient order that you don't recognize.
Did any of the zombies react to the bell, or was it just the dried blood?
I don't believe anyone saw that for a fact.
Okay.
So to recap,
I guess I'll
Go ahead.
take note of what's on that schematic and re-jot it down so there's a copy.
So
Pocket
to
it.
recap, the Lich has taken over the city of Dragon's End. The dragon that was defeated, that was the leader of the Held Breath, was resurrected and coiled around the town center, as well as that's where most of the more powerful hordes are. The party surmised last episode that likely that's where the Lich is, and they're also searching for survivors of the council. Oh,
You can keep going. It's fine.
you're good. The Lich, it's commonly known, has given up its humanity and is able to live forever, and in exchange it has to feed on the souls. And so all along the sides, the two cliffs that kind of sandwich the city of Dragon's End, there are all these almost fleshy cocoons all up the sides of the wall, and it looks like they've been taken down one by one, and then the Lich has been feeding on it and turns it into an undead and is set to roam the city.
Oh. Okay, so they're not undead yet until the Lich gets to it.
Yes, and Marin the Druid is currently got his hands on one and is trying to figure out a way to get around this.
Okay. Okay.
Should we try and ring the bell?
You guys want to?
Why would
If
if
we
the
ring
bell-
the bell and then go, like if it makes stuff go away and clears the path for us to go to where we think the Lich is, it might be helpful. If it's a holy bell.
How big is the bell?
The bell
True.
is quite large.
Dang.
It's bigger than my face.
It is
for sure.
absolutely carryable by someone like Fizbin, or a group of people.
Oh, we
Let's
can
just
carry
ring the bell.
Let's do it. We'll bring it all the way down.
First of all, you're assuming that I'm going to carry that thing. Just because I
What if,
have strength.
What if like an alligator carried it?
Probably not. Probably squish the gator, being honest.
What if I turn into a giant, one of that giant horses again, the really strong one?
Well,
Maybe.
the bell itself, I don't think is holy. It's the
The ground.
wiki on the ground here. That's
It's both.
Does it look like we can pull it up?
Oh, is it
like,
both?
does
Yeah,
it...
it's both are required. And Fizbin, as you kind of scoff and you're like, well, I don't know if I would ever even touch something like this. You kind of look at the schematics, and you recognize ancient holy text, ancient holy symbols that are not seen outside of the Eye of the Storm. So this is significantly older than the Endeavor.
It's definitely legit, because as much as Fizbin hates to admit, that gong was very clearly keeping the undead at bay. So he just doesn't want to admit it out loud.
Will you carry it?
But this makes sense. This isn't even the Endeavor's work. They stole this.
Oh,
about
those
right.
meanies.
The good news is, I'm pretty sure if I studied this just a little bit, I could probably replicate it.
Ooh. Well, we need to take a rest, right?
Yeah. All right, get to work, Fizbin. Should I put? Are we doing a long rest, or what kind of rest?
So, can I ask what's the goal with the bell? We're transporting it. Like, why can't we
I
just
was
use the
thinking we
bell?
could walk with it and just keep gonging it. It'll
And
push
just
things away.
making it. And then we get to the Lich and you throw the holy water on it and it melts like a witch and we're good.
Okay.
You know, like
hold
that thing you
on.
spin around, but a giant bell. Delicious.
Why do we need the bell?
Because it gets rid of the blood sticky stuff. It makes it spread away.
As much
It
as
clears the
I
path.
as much as I hate not defamating this, this is also the only thing keeping the people upstairs alive.
Oh, then maybe we shouldn't take it away from them.
We'll take them with us. No.
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 What?
No.
Why do we need
What,
to get
they're
the
safer
sticky
here?
stuff away?
They're not going to be safe
They're
anywhere near a
Like
lich.
corrupting the people?
No, get them out of
Corrupting the
Dragon's
pods.
End, I'm saying. Not literally take them
You
to
guys
the
do
lich.
have a boat at the ready, around a corner of the piers of the
We could
frickin'
ring the
docks.
we can ring the bell all the way to the dock. Put them on the boat. Get them out.
Yeah.
out
So
Get 'em out
ringing
of
the
that. Great.
bell makes stuff
makes the,
go away,
Yeah, the lich's blood power.
the bad stuff, yes, the undead.
and we can't touch the icky.
Correct.
You
Sounds
can
about right.
you guys walked on it on the way here.
Right, but like
Quiet. We're telling Menti.
Oh,
Correct.
my-
You can't touch it.
Well, no,
We don't wanna
if we
give
walked
anybody out.
on it the way here, then I still have it on the bottoms of my furry feet,
Probably, yeah.
so I would
Oh,
know.
tell the DM that. No.
No, I'm just saying I would know that nothing
That's
bad
true, you
happens if
would.
I touch it.
That's true. That's
That
true.
we know of.
Has anything happened to his feet? Is the hair still there? Is what?
Check your toe beans.
I jump up and I grab the rafters and I just swing my feet up towards you.
Surprisingly clean. It looks like it actually didn't stick at all,
There's nothing
which
there.
is almost more concerning.
Really?
Yeah.
There's always something there.
Well, nothing out of the ordinary, rather.
Jumping down.
Feet are actually cleaner than normal because it just like ate away everything around it and left.
Okay, so what do we want to do?
Let me see if I get this right. If we take the bell, the people here die. If we don't take the bell, the people here stay alive and we have to touch icky stuff.
Does
More or
anybody
less.
Does anybody that we know upstairs know how to even ring the bell to keep the stuff away?
Good check.
Yeah, because
We
it's
should
not the
ask-
bell
we should
being
ask
there.
them.
It's
Well,
the
somebody
ringing that keeps it
somebody
away.
rang the bell when
Maybe
I got
it was
here.
the mummy guy that we killed. I don't know.
You
I didn't
killed a
ask him.
mummy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask.
Well,
him.
maybe
I-
we should go ask the
You
people.
should just ask the people
Yeah.
upstairs.
Is
That's a good
that one
question.
vampire guy still right upstairs?
Assumedly.
Okay, I'm gonna poke my head up.
Okay. You go upstairs, kind of taking a little lone spiral staircase up to a trapdoor, and you kind of pop it open, and you see Ellen Yeard, kind of leaning back, and he seems like he's listening to something you can't hear, and kind of turns a lazy eyebrow towards you and goes, "Well, how did that go?"
The thing is dead. Listen up, Ellen DeGeneres. Do you know how to ring that bell upstairs?
I do. From what I
I
understand,
just turned to the party.
Uh,
He knows how to do it.
From what
I go back down the stairs.
I will stay upstairs.
Yeah.
He
Continue.
oh, hello, dear. Who are you?
Hello.
He reaches out
friend.
a long pale hand, the fingernails kind of long. He's in kind of a trench coat and this wide brim hat. He smells of the same tobacco that Prince Philel was smoking. Very pale.
With like surprising dexterity, Fizbin would like
Oh.
to try and get in the way of the handshake before that could happen.
just he kind of, I say.
This is Brady. She's one of us. You don't need to worry about her.
Well, it's nice to make your acquaintance.
Brady, this is the undead vampire we're working with.
Ah.
As I was saying.
Oh, that was creepy.
As I was saying, from what we've gathered, Tariff, the priest, council member, what have you, made some kind of a deal with the Lich. But it seemed to have not gone how we expected. I believe, if I had to guess, knowing how tricksy we undead folk can be, if I had to guess, I would say that he bartered something in exchange for the safety of his church. I assume he meant his flock, but it looks like the Lich just left his building alone. As for the bell, the Lich cannot control all of the undead, and the lower thralls are deterred, but it does not affect someone as powerful as myself.
I would just like to, while I'm downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
just as this conversation is going on, try to ring the bell.
Okay.
And you can do with that whatever you want.
You as he goes, as myself, bong, like Taco Bell, bang, and he goes, and you watch his skin kind of tighten, and he kind of, and you watch the veins kind of ripple underneath his skin, but he is otherwise unaffected, and he goes,
I'm gonna pop my head back up the stairs and be like, look, it's not even hard. You look weird. And I go back downstairs.
I don't think you hit it hard enough, Menti.
I'll try again.
Wait.
I'll help.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
So in between burning the rest of the papers of the lineages, I'll just be like helping Menti just like ring this bell.
He takes it with he takes the audible punishment with a certain forced smile, and after like the 15th one, he starts rolling himself a cigarette.
Can I look out like any window to see what it's doing, like outside
Yes.
of the church?
So you
into
look
the town
out
around?
and you can see this mucusy red film on the ground, rippling spikes kind of moving away, almost like dominoes coming up and going down away from the sound. It goes for about 100 feet, 120 feet. And you did see one undead thrall kind of happen to be nearby, and after the first gong obviously knocked him down, and he's just scrabbling away, and every time another gong hits, he just like shrinks up, and eventually you watch him just melt into the ground.
Whoa. I'm gonna turn to Vampire Boy and be like, hey, so question. Is the bell what's keeping the church safe, or do you know if the deal was that the building is safe, and if we take the bell out, the building will still be under the deal made?
I believe those who are more powerful enough to resist have been ordered to leave the building alone. But the hordes and thralls and the little skeletons, if you will, the corpses that run amok, I'm afraid they would probably be able to do what they will with the place.
Okay. Would you guys want us to escort you to the docks so you can get on a ship and get out of town, or
I, for one, would like
you
to
like to stay
assist.
here?
I need this problem solved. I liked it here, living quietly away in the shadows of a peaceful town. Well, you know, the occasional dragon, but you know.
Yeah, it's okay. We take care.
We had
of
a home
those.
here. We helped Dayton with the problems. We snuck out all those poor orphans. They're safely tucked away upstairs. I will help you get them
During
to
all this
safety,
conver-
but I would like to help as well get rid of this lich. Yeah.
During all this conversation, I want to try casting prestidigitation and mimic the Taylor, don't laugh at me, it's a hard word. And try and mimic the sound that the bell made and see if it does anything.
Okay. It doesn't.
Okay. Does it scare the vampire guy?
He kind of pauses and kind of as if to like, why didn't that one affect me? And then he kind of looks at you and goes, "You're full of surprises, aren't you?"
I poke my head up the stairs again. I poke my head up the stairs again and go, "Do you guys want me to play a song?"
Yes!
No.
And then I yell down the stairs, "Set it to E minor."
She's
Where?
already got the lyre out.
Ask
and
them
is,
if they
ready
like
to
their
go.
song "Toll the Dead."
One of the thugs of the Church of the Path comes down and goes, "What is all the ringing for? It's giving me a headache, makes my teeth hurt. What are you doing?"
We were just testing. We were just testing some things.
Well, knock it off.
My head pops up. Your teeth hurt? Are you an undead?
No.
I scrabble down the stairs and ring it
Then
again.
stop complaining.
I would like to go up the stairs. but
Sounds
he
like
hates
something
them
an
and
undead
he
would
walls up
say.
there.
Okay. You come upstairs and you can see the survivors, the refugees, if you will. You can see that this church has been turned around into kind of a living quarters. You can see various bed rolls on the sides, and there's a big kettle in the middle, and an older lady is kind of making some soup. Good soup. And there's a few places for privacy. You can see up on the dais, there's where you come in on, you find yourself standing by the pedestal. Sorry. And you can see two other rooms, as well as the rope mechanism going down through the floor from above, and some rafters. And you can see other bats, which you assume to be vampires, kind of lofting about. Well lit area. You can see other
That's just
a
creepy.
lot of children, a lot of older folk, a couple of individuals who look like they could fight in a pinch. Maybe 20 or so. There's maybe 80 people in here, 80 survivors, as well as maybe 10 of these kind of thuggish people you remember that were Church of the Path kind of strongmen, which kind of were enforcers. You don't sense any sorcerers, though.
Okay. I'm going to find a box or something to stand on top of.
Okay.
And as loudly as I can play a tune in order to get everyone's attention.
Okay.
And then once I feel I have everyone's attention, I'm gonna go, "Hi, we're working on a plan to get all of you guys out. So those of you who can fight, be ready, because you guys are gonna play bodyguards today. And if you guys happen to have anything that you think might be useful in fighting this really bad being that has caused all this trouble, please bring it forward, because we're in for a really big fight. And we're going to get you guys to safety, so don't worry, start packing up your stuff. Great, thanks."
There's a moment of
And
like
head back
wide-eyed,
downstairs.
and then the entire room erupts into motion, and people start packing stuff and talking to each other and moving about.
I'm going to poke my head down. "Okay, they're all packing now."
Right?
That certainly worked.
Okay. Well,
So-
I think we want maybe at least a short rest for those of us that were just
Yeah,
in
it's
town
been they've
before
been living here for a little bit.
Yeah. So we want to rest up and then head out as soon as everyone's ready.
Yeah, either short rest or long rest. Either way, if we wanted to do the hut,
Mm-hmm.
that is an option. But that's for a long rest.
God, we've missed you.
I'll keep everyone safe. Safe and sound.
While me and Thranduin are still downstairs messing around, I pull out the ever-smoking bottle, and I look at Thranduin and I go, look at this thing that I found. And I uncork it, and the entire downstairs is flooded in heavily obscuring dark fog, which I cannot see through.
I think I can, though. Because of my double
if you have, yep, you can.
Oh.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
Really?
Yeah, count them. And I'll like point to each one and like 1, 2, 3.
It's little toe beans.
You can see through this stuff?
Oh yeah, it's like daytime in here.
I have so many ideas. And I put the cork back in the bottle. It takes like 10 minutes for this fog to go away, by the way.
Great.
So I imagine at this point it's starting to billow up through the staircase.
Yeah, smoke begins
Oh,
pouring out. You don't hear any
boy.
fire, but this like acrid smoke begins pouring out of the trapdoor. Fizbin.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to like make puffs of wind so it goes up faster.
Fizbin, you're standing there.
Do it back to put it back down. Like no,
And
no,
Tara,
no.
you're both-
I don't know what that is.
Fizbin and Tara stand there, Fizbin kind of mean mugging the vampire, and then smoke just billows up and obscures vision.
I would
I'm
like
gonna
to.
go take
Min
a
TB.
nap.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I want to adjust the smoke to give Fizbin like a really old style like mustache and then like a mohawk with Preston whatever.
Prestidigitation.
Presto whatever.
You can make some
Presti.
vague outlines of
Presto.
this.
With some pesto sauce, I make it.
He gets like a wizard beard at one
Add a
point.
little bit of spice.
He
Big
already
ol'
has a
afro.
wizard beard.
Yeah, well, now it's got smoke
No, a
in
mohawk.
it. Hey.
Big mohawk.
Like you're a kid taking a
Is
bubble
it-
bath and you're like,
For you.
yeah.
In case anyone has forgotten,
Yes.
Fizbin does in fact have a very long white beard and a top knot like ponytail kind of s thing going on.
Mhm.
Super great.
Super great.
Well, now you have a black mustache and a black mohawk.
All right, the party gets a long rest or a short rest. Sorry.
Uh,
Oh, I was like,
Perfect.
yeah.
I'll come up the stairs or whatever it is going up, and
I have a paw on the shoulder and one
Yes,
paw with fire in it.
Do we?
leading him up. I found this earlier, Fizbin, and I think it'll probably do more good in your hands.
What?
It's full of divine magic.
I can sense that. What is it?
Oh, you get a +3 to your attack rolls and saves, and you
Oh,
can
the
use
Amulet of
channel
Divinity, right.
divinity one more time for free.
Oh my gosh. All right. Fair enough. Well, excellent. Good work. Thank you, Threadduin. I appreciate this. This will be useful for your ritual.
You keep mentioning
Nice.
this ritual. What is the ritual?
What is
I have
the ritual?
no idea yet.
You go over there so you can't hear. It's a secret to you.
It's a surprise.
It's a
surprise.
surprise.
It's a ritual that is normally taking place in the dedicated like private beaches that we have at the church up north in the continent that where I'm from. But we just kind of do as the Stormfather wills, and we're gonna make do with our surroundings. But it's to invite him into the eye of the Stormfather, which is a very rare ritual that only select few people get invited to.
Oh, well, we do have a beach here. It may not be as nice as the ones up north, but if you want some, similarities.
That would be useful. Also, speaking of usefulness, I definitely need you to help me. I don't have the book with me. I don't have necessarily everything memorized, so some of this is going to be ad-libbed, as it were. So I will need your help to write down as much as possible so that we can create this ritual, as well as some other things that the Stormfather wishes for me to convey for future knowledge.
Will that put me in good favor with the Stormfather?
It will put you in good favor with me, which I believe would do the same thing.
Okay, sure. Might as well.
I guess.
Thank you, Bradine.
Though
That is very useful. I'm not much of a scholar, so.
I am going to write it in Elvish, since that is much easier for me to
Oh!
transcribe.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just playing with you. You'll have to learn it eventually.
No. No, it won't.
It's like, I don't know about that.
But thank you for your help.
It's amazing.
Let's write this in a language I know how to read, so that when we're doing the ritual, we can do the ritual.
I'm on it. I'm finished and fee. Gets struck by lightning.
All right, gang. Are we just wanting to transport the people, or are we wanting to try and bring the bell? Did we want to try that?
Sure,
or-
bringing that bell. If we're transporting the people, I'm gonna bring the bell.
Because I'm thinking
Well,
we would
here's
have
the
to.
thing. If it's just working on the thralls anyway, Fizbin can, and even I can take care of that. Well, Fizbin more, with just.
Oh yeah, the
Turn
thralls have
undead.
no chance. I just hold up an
So,
amulet and everything.
If it's not going to work on the big ones anyway, then there's no sense bringing it.
But what does that work on the blood or the red mud, whatever that stuff is, the goop?
My turn undead.
Does
Yeah,
it
have you
turn them
noticed
into
it?
goop?
I thought we established that the mud was not dangerous.
I think it's kind of weird it wasn't on his feet at all. I think
I have
that
meticulously manicured paws. Thank you.
Do you know how
just
long I
imagine
lick
Menti
these
in the
things?
corner, like, licking his foot.
you did not eat that stuff.
It
That's why
it,
he's so hungry.
it works
Oh.
on undead creatures. So if it's an undead creature, then yes. Otherwise, no.
Does it turn them into mush? Because this turned it into mush.
I would say that's a dead undead.
That's just an
Uh-huh.
un.
It's
None.
just an un.
I kind of really want to try ringing the bell, and the
You know what?
jigsaw
You know what?
puzzle on the floor.
We can do
and
that.
me can do it. They can turn undead, and you and me can take the bell.
Okay.
They'll
we
be
can
in the
do
front.
that.
We'll be in the back. We'll be in the middle with all of the people with the bell, and have them stick close to that, and they can be clearing the way.
What if we also?
Just made a good plan.
What if we also go there invisibly?
How many people can you turn invisible?
We have.
Oh
like
no,
80
I can
people.
just do this, and I start to take the cap off of the.
But not all of us can see in that.
Yeah, that means they can't either.
Which
That's
means
the commutative
how
property
are we
of
guiding 80 people through darkness?
Yeah, we gotta be.
If
able
we're
to see where
taking
we're
a bell, they can hear us. Look.
I think it's best to save that
going. Plan B.
for
Plan B.
for another situation. That would be
I need
super
it.
helpful.
Actually,
We
like
need it, and
Menti's
it's
idea,
ready.
honestly.
Who
Thank
all can
you.
see in that?
However,
Just the random.
stepping
I mean-
back one plan, if we are going to bring the bell, I would request maybe more time than a short rest so that I can get an idea of how to recreate these runes and actually do it. I can't just do it on a whim.
How
I
are
believe in you
doing
though,
it?
so you can.
With the rune diagram downstairs.
We can't just bring the paper diagram with us.
It was on the floor, not the diagram.
Oh, I thought you had a paper diagram that was.
It'll
the
have to
same
be,
and you
yeah, it'll
forgot
have to
it.
be made again.
Yeah,
Trans-
And I-
a
and I
transport
would need-
version.
I would need to practice those ancient runes. They I can't
Oh.
just do it immediately and be like,
Okay,
first
never mind,
try,
let's just go.
excellent.
We'll leave the bell then.
Or we could
That's a
take a
lot of
long
work.
rest and I can get it done.
We just did take a long rest.
I
Short.
thought we said
took a
Oh,
short
it took a
rest.
short.
You guys are in the
You're right.
process of a short rest.
right.
You right.
You want to wait?
That's up to you, Fizbin.
I would
'Cause
like
you're the
to.
one-
I even if we don't use it, I kind of want to learn how to use these runes and possibly use them later.
Let's do
The
it then.
education, it's great. Let's long rest. I want to bring the bell.
Okay.
It's
I
the
was
only
gonna-
holy thing I found in here.
Let's do it then.
I was gonna say yes, but then you said education, and
So the
Not
party.
for you, for
So the
Fizbin.
party does take a long rest. Everyone gets all their hit points and their spell slots back. The anticipation of the this is good because the elderly take a little while to get everything going. I'm ready. Fizbin, you dedicate yourself to writing down everything you need to understand about this, and after by the end of the long rest, you think you could quickly write down the gram in the ancient letterings you would need to do on the spot.
Cool. All right, neat.
And Brady, you do attune to the Thane Eater. Everybody wakes up. There's a bit of anticipation as everyone gears up and gets ready. One of the vampire bats, shows up and goes, "No giants in sight. If we're gonna do it, we should do it now."
Let's
Everyone
do it.
ready?
Yeet.
Yes.
Do it.
I still don't really know what it is,
I think towards the boat.
but
I think they're heading towards the
Well,
harbor.
well,
Oh, does anyone want to let the people on the boat know?
How?
Sure. I will
can?
cast. I will.
Oh, we have ascending stones.
Oh, do we? To someone on there? Perfect.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna cast Animal Messenger.
by the way, I have decided to give Flying Albert the ever smoking bottle.
That's amazing.
Oh, you have said
That's
that twice now.
amazing.
What? Since when has he been able to fly?
You look
Oh,
over and you can see the
so-
wings on his back, and he's like,
Last week.
Yeah, so my alligator mom, after you guys resurrected her, she told me that Albert wasn't a real alligator and that I had manifested him with my own willpower or something. And so every time I take a long rest, I can actually turn him into a flying or a fully swimming creature if I want to.
which is actually
And so
how his
he gets
ranger ability
smaller.
works. He just wasn't aware of it.
Yeah, he gets smaller as a flying creature, so he's weaker, but he can fly.
That is awesome.
So now there's a small
Fantastic.
flying alligator holding an ever smoking bottle, just zooming around the room.
A little terrifying.
Tara,
A
you
little terrifying.
you wake up from your long rest to the
Uh-huh.
sensation of the this new winged cat that you found just kind of kneading at your cheek.
I just like snuggle. Okay, you ready to help us lead the way here? I say to the cat.
Flaps
keep
up.
an eye out above for us, and tell me if you see anything coming our way. Okay? I'm gonna do what I used to do with my cat. I'll like put my head down so that we bump heads, and then it'll fly. Yeah, I used to do that with my cat all the time.
Boop.
I'm gonna cast Bull's Strength on myself,
Okay.
and pick up the bell.
Okay. You just.
Yeah.
All right.
Brady is singing a hype song, just like. Go,
Pretty.
go,
Roll,
go, like,
roll
yeah,
performance,
yeah.
pretty.
Oh no.
We'll see how that goes.
Go.
Ooh, I rolled a 19.
Nice.
Performance 19 plus 14.
Okay.
so.
Yeah. With a 33, everyone gets real hyped, and you can see the guards preparing by the door, and everyone kind of rolling up their sleeves and getting ready. And just as the boat comes into view in the harbor, the doors are swung open and everyone starts moving. The whole party and this group of 80 begins quickly moving their way down towards the pier. Luckily, it's not super far. Eventually, the noise does attract a bit of maybe 100 zombies or so, kind of falling out of the windows of the buildings and kind of scraping themselves across the floor. And you look over, and they begin blocking the path, and the people kind of start getting scared. One of the the kind of thuggish dudes, the kind of go up to the front with their beat sticks, and they prepare to try to push this back.
Thranduin, I'm just gonna be like, do not falter. And I'm gonna take my hilt of my sword and just smack the bell.
Bong.
Did that work?
It did not.
Do the thing.
Thankfully, these are
jigsaw puzzle.
many of the low levels that Fizbin is familiar with being able to push away.
Yeah. Set the bell somewhere and I'll hold off when I can right now.
Okay. Fizbin steps forward with his holy symbol and
Devotee censer.
Yeah, the devotee censer, and just kind of the incense kind of pouring about in this wall of living dead begins forming around the party, and quickly the runes are cast about, and Thranduin beats the bell in this heavy gong, and poof, they all kind of fly backwards, except for a few that were hiding within the mass. You can see 6 of these strange, morbid skeletal beings. They look mutated. They almost like centaur skeletons, with massive kind of spike growths coming out of the skulls, and with flails in hand. They kind of go up to their full height now that the hordes are out of the way. And the cat above, and you look up and you see where he's looking, and you can see these strange, shadowy, skull-like creatures kind of darting across and flying through the air towards the party, and that is where we're going to go to break.
Oh no.
Hello and welcome back. So the party, the ship, seeing the party being oppressed, being set upon, after having a little bit of time, you hear detonation, and you watch as cannonballs actually careen across the water, one of them skipping and just plowing through 2 of these skeletal creatures. Another one landing a bit farther away, but still managing to roll and knock over one of the buildings, landing on many hordes. But Minty, you do notice that as the building collapses, these strange shadowy figures above are unaffected. The building passes right through. What
do you mean above?
So so there were the skeletal
the Dementors
figures
that are flying?
Yeah, the Dementors. That's actually pretty close. And you see the building just pass through them, and they are unaffected. Let's roll initiative.
Okay, after we roll this, I'm gonna need a pretty in-depth explanation of this battlefield and everything that's going on in it.
Okay.
Did the people give us anything? Because I asked them if they had anything
they're refugees. They
helpful
don't
for
really have
fighting.
anything helpful.
They didn't have any health potions.
Nah, they got nothing.
Nothing. Gosh dang it.
They did,
we got
and
health spells.
then they used them.
19.
Flip this?
I don't know if you knew this,
No,
but
you get,
there's
like,
a lich that's been attacking this city for a while.
Try it.
Tara with the
Thought about
19.
that.
Keeping that roll.
Oh, Thranduin with a 5.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Dorky and Taylor. Who's got the higher dex?
My dex is
Probably
plus
Taylor.
2.
+2. Okay.
I got an 18 on mine.
Oh, mine is also +2.
Oh, rollies.
What, we just rolled?
Yeah, just roll clean
Got a
d20s.
13.
5.
Okay.
Rolling!
Minty with the 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
And before this epic
Thranduin.
fight, hail hydrate, everyone.
Hey, hail hydrate.
Hydrate.
Yum.
I have this
Okay,
like one of
It's
my
actually so refreshing.
Oh,
one
yeah.
of my foam panels fell off the studio wall, so we're using that as a
Dice tray.
dice rolling area.
Perfect.
It's not flat, but neither am I. So don't think about it too much. There we go. Okay, we are Gucci. Bum 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 bum.
Bum, bum.
Hey.
All right. So one of the Dementors is going first. I gotta call him something else. I gotta.
No, you do not actually.
I think that actually is like
Dementies.
perfect for my imagination. Like I
Alright.
can see it.
One of the Dementors.
Can I get an explanation of this
Yes.
battlefield?
So slight incline towards the pier. you are able to see the coast. You're able to see the edge of the water and the docks, roughly 300 feet away. You're in an open cobblestone area. The water to your left, to your right, is all of the buildings, roughly 60 feet away. And before you is more cobbles kind of winding down, and behind you about 100 yards is a fountain, and then the church.
Okay, so the church is 100 feet behind us with a fountain.
Yep.
Or no, the fountain's 100 feet, the church behind the fountain.
Yeah, another 20 feet.
To our right is like the rest of Dragon's End, all the buildings of it. To our left leads down to the docks.
To your left is where you can see the water, down to the docks, and then and then before you is more cobblestones to more docks.
Okay, we were heading that way towards the docks.
Yeah.
Is this like a cliff off to our left, or is it just a decline that way?
It's just a decline. The cliffs would technically
Okay.
be way behind you and way before you.
Okay, so
You're looking
the docks,
northwards.
The docks that are in front of us, how far away are they?
Probably the docks kind of continue on, and so it probably continues on for after another 400 feet, then 500 feet, and so forth. It continues onward to the edge of Dragon's End.
So it's like 300 feet to a dock, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the enemies, where are they?
They are flying above you, off to the right. Yeah.
But what about the zombies?
What about the 100 zombies?
The 100 zombies
Said a
are not
few of
able
them
to
survived.
get. Yeah, the 100 zombies are not able to get anywhere close to the party, because of Fizbin, and the bell.
They said there's like a few of them.
And then there are two really big looking centaur skeleton looking things as well, and those are about 50 feet in front of the party.
You drawing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do it in my brain.
So they're 50 feet in front of us on the cobblestone path, and then how many are in the air flying above?
4.
And I noticed that the buildings fell through them.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
Thank you,
announcing
Alexandria.
that happened to the party.
Okay. All right. So one of the Dementors flies down towards Terra. Terra, make a con save, and you feel it kind of pass through you.
Oh. None of that is good.
Is this a spell or magical effect?
This is definitely a magical effect.
Great.
You said that like it wasn't a good roll.
I know it was, but still, 19.
19. Okay, you're gonna take half of 20 damage. Necrotic.
Okay.
And I assume all of us, was there like a march order? Are we like...
You just kind of group together. We can be loose about it. Terra.
Yes.
So it swoops down, goes through you, and goes back up into the air. Another thing of note is that it's crazy dark. If anybody doesn't have dark vision, you can barely see. It's a moonless night.
Are you saying Terra 'cause it's my turn?
Yes, with Brady on deck.
Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, so the horde of zombies that's been pushed back and is still kind of there, but in a distance. I'm going to cast a 7th level spell of just like, I take a piece of straw out of my like pack of things and I go, and as it blows out, behind them, a giant whirlwind comes up from the ground, picking up all of the zombies in a 10-foot cone. And they need to make all the zombies that are caught into it. I don't know if you want to do just one roll for them. They need to make a dex saving throw.
Yeah. Zombie NATO.
Yeah. Also, all small debris and everything like that is also picked up inside.
Okay, a few cobblestones get ripped from the ground and debris from the fallen buildings, and you can see some of this blood paste on the ground resisting, trying to be torn up, but is in fact ripped out and thrown into this tornado.
Okay, those that failed take 34 damage and are lifted 5 feet into the air and are restrained by the whirlwind. Those that succeeded take half.
Okay, I rolled
And
for
are
one of
not
the
restrained.
skeletal beings as well. And he failed.
So he takes 34 damage and is restrained.
Okay.
Oh, he won't be pulled higher until the start of its turn.
Okay.
And so this whirlwind, let me read it. When a creature starts its turn restrained under the whirlwind, a restrained creature moves with the whirlwind and falls when the spells end. A restrained creature can use its action to make a strength or dexterity check against my spell save DC, so I have to beat a 16. Oh yeah, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw the first time on a turn that it enters the whirlwind or that the whirlwind enters its space.
Okay.
So if anyone walks into it or my next turn when I move it, it will be all the people in the 30-foot line that I move it. But for now, it has just been summoned.
What's the
Okay.
radius of it?
It's a 10-foot
Cylinder?
Cylinder.
All right.
That's in the back. That'll be my
Okay.
turn.
All right, Birdie, with Minty on deck.
Okay, so Brady is going to. We started in the center of our group, so she is going to start playing a beautiful tune while crouching down to like hide herself in the crowd.
Okay.
And cast Beacon of Hope
Okay.
to any number of creatures within range. So my range is 30 feet. So as many people as I can get in 30 feet.
Okay.
Focusing on my people, but I want other people to be safe too.
Sure.
Advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains the number of hit points possible from any healing. So
Okay. Nice.
everyone gets that. And then the new axe, can that be used as a bonus action?
Yep. Same
Yes,
as the sword.
great. Beautiful. Okay, Bane, go get him.
At once.
And,
Go get him.
Conquer that
And-
which is evil and corrupt. And
yeah, go. They're very evil and corrupt. Let's see. Okay, 14.
14 hits.
Yeah.
You going for one of these centaur skeleton-looking things?
Yeah.
Okay, that hits.
Sweet. Okay, so this is. Oh, my dice. I haven't used these ones. Okay. Do. Okay, so 1d8, which is 7, but I have psychic blades, which is 5d6.
Nice.
So 7 plus 36, 9, 17. So 24.
24. All right.
And then I would like to move behind Thranduin.
Okay. All right, Minty, you're up.
Those shadows kind of put a damper on what I was trying to do, because I feel like they could just not be affected by this. Okay. There are 2 centaur ones 50 feet forward.
One of them
One
is...
of them's in the cyclone.
Yeah, one of them's in the cyclone. The other one has just been chopped by an axe.
Okay, the one in the cyclone is restrained.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to make an attack against it with the longbow.
Okay.
Oh, 7 both times. Okay. So 18 to hit,
18 hits.
and I get a D8. It is 7 on the first one.
Okay.
Second arrow, the 25 to hit,
That hits.
and 9 on the second arrow.
Okay.
And I'm using my bonus action to turn invisible.
All right. You turn invisible.
And then let's see. I'll probably step away from the party. I'd like to get the high ground somehow.
You can move up eastward.
East. Is there anything I can climb within 70 feet of myself?
There's some rubble of the building. A bit of a mound, maybe 15 feet high.
Okay, I'd like to position myself behind it,
Okay.
but then ready to climb it
Sure.
on my next. Yeah. How far away did you say that was?
I would say because it fell, we're going to go with about 60 feet.
Okay, I can make that.
Okay.
And that's gonna be it for now.
One of the Dementors, Fizbin, make a con save.
I don't like it. 20.
Nice. You take half of 15 necrotic damage. It then shrieks. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
And we have advantage on those, I believe.
Except
because
Minty. Minty is too far away.
Is it in range when cast, or do they have to stay in range?
Is it an aura?
I
Is it
think
an
when
aura
cast.
What
Let
does
me
it say?
double check.
It's an
Yeah, choosing a
ongoing
number of
effect.
creatures in range for the
14.
duration each
Yeah.
turn. Yeah. So he has it as well.
Nice.
Excellent. All right, this is growing uncomfortable because I'm getting a lot of high numbers on the d20s.
Uh-oh.
Later,
Oh.
it's gonna bell curve
Where's
away.
the other
Talk
shoe
about
at?
Uh-oh.
Bill curve.
Don't talk about it.
Well, what was it? Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm so glad I had advantage because the first one was a 1 and the second was a 2.
Oh, God.
Oh, yay. Mine was
that's
a
a
6 and a
7.
6.
right.
28.
19.
19, 28. Jake, what was yours? Sorry.
7.
Oh, it was a 7. And Tara.
Yeah.
14.
14. All right. Thranduin, you are feared by this creature, which means you cannot move towards it, and
okay,
attacks against it
You're
physically are at disadvantage.
Frightened of.
Frightened, yes.
Is
thank
that
you.
different?
Mentor.
Okay, I'm immune to frightened. Okay.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, me too.
Nice. Another
It's gonna
Dementor
be-
flies down to Verdi. Verdi, make a con
Come at me,
save.
bro. Come at me, bro.
I just summoned a whirlwind.
Your singing sucks.
You're good.
14.
14. You take 26 necrotic damage. Fizbin, you're up.
Okay, so a couple questions. One, do I have to use my action to turn undead to keep the horde at bay?
Yes.
What if I don't?
I mean, the majority of them are swept up in a giant tornado. So there's that.
I mean, I could spend a
10
turn to
foot.
do things like now, and then next turn I could turn
Mhm.
undead again when they come within range of me. So
This
it's a
is true.
30-foot range.
There's your little mound.
So maybe I could do it in bursts. That way I can still do my action. But at the same time, next question: how many of those flying guys are within a 30-foot range of me, and or
Of you,
can I get within a lot of them
3.
in a 30-foot range?
3. They're above
So if
you.
I
There were total.
if I move, can I get more of them in that 30-foot range, or no?
No.
No. All right, very well. I will use my. I'll just use my action to turn undead then.
Okay.
Does that work? Are they completely immune, or will they still have to make the roll?
You are unaware.
That's a step.
Will I be aware now that I'm using turn undead?
Yes. They are still having to roll. What they got to roll?
Okay. Wisdom saving throw DC 18.
Is that with the +3?
The amulet. Let me double check the amulet real quick. Does that give me advantage on?
They all fail
those
anyway.
rolls?
It adds +3 to your spell save DCs.
Yeah, but this isn't a spell. That's why it's not being affected.
They all fail anyway.
Ah! All right, well, they're turned. Must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as it can. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. It can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
Damn.
If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
All right. That leave. Is that your turn?
No one's injured, right? Yeah.
I can
Yes,
wait at the moment.
I have bonus actions, so I can just healing word you. Just take potch. Take a little tiny bit of damage or healing.
And what's the max amount? 'Cause I get
Oh
the
yeah,
max
that's
amount.
right. Max amount. 9.
Woohoo!
Boom.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Thranduin.
Done.
Right. I'm going to turn to Brady and note that she still has the silver ring from before. And I'm going to cast Warding Bond.
Nice.
High five. Go get him.
And
I'm glad we all cleared up our problems.
It was a whole off-screen moment. It was great.
yeah,
If it was on screen, would have been better, but it's okay. All's well.
essentially it was, there are bigger issues going on right now.
Yeah.
It would suck if you died. Same. All right, cool.
Yeah. I don't actually want you to die. Okay, great.
Right, same.
Nailed the cliff notes.
It was, I mean, it wasn't a minty minutes, but it was,
It was more of a minty moment.
That was a couple weeks ago.
Is there any creatures within 5 feet of me?
Uh,
They're all held back, right?
yeah,
From
not
far away.
really. They all got feared away. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one right above Terra
Oh,
that just
do
scrammed.
those shadows provoke opportunity attacks?
They do not.
Rude.
Oh, no, it's after I attack, so it doesn't matter. All right, I'm done.
Okay. All right. The one centaur in the tornado is going to try to make a strength check to get out of this said tornado. Oh my god, I thought I turned that off. My apologies, chat. Thank you so much, Alexandria. Oh my god. For the gifted sub, you're the best. My apologies. I thought I had fixed that.
Brain happy.
What was I doing? Oh, strength check to
It's the strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can pick two. It's strength or dex.
yeah, we're
Okay.
going with
Yeah.
strength, and that is a 7.
Fail.
Failure. All right. So then he goes another 10 feet up into the air, or it goes another 10 feet up into the air, I believe.
Yeah, and you take 10 more d6 of damage if you started your turn in that.
It did. Roll your damage.
Yep.
Wow.
10
And since it failed, it takes 47 damage.
Oh my! It flings apart into skeletal pieces.
Ah ha ha.
The other centaur, skeletal centaur abomination, is going to grab its flail-looking thing and try to bring it down on Terra's head.
Wait, what? How's the centaur near me? I'm back by the bell.
It's got a long range and it's doing stuff.
Oh, okay, fine, I guess.
Regardless, it misses you.
Good.
Plows into some
dead.
poor survivor.
One
Oh!
extra, like, no!
No!
And that brings us to the top of the round. The only unfeared Dementor is going to make a bee's line for Fizbin. Make a con save, my friend.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Oh.
Right? I think.
Yeah, no, that's my fault, Alexandria. Don't worry about it. I just switched from slobs
Oh,
to
not
OBS,
for con.
so I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll just re-roll these two then. One was.
Sorry.
It's okay. Let's do 20. Con 15. 15.
All right, you're good. You take half of numbers of 21 damage, necrotic. Terra, with Birdie on deck.
Okay, is the person that got hit by the axe, are they alive or are they straight up
Still
dead?
alive, yeah.
Do they look like they need healing right now?
Oh, by the axe. I'm sorry, I thought you meant the creature. No, that dude
No.
is gone. that dude has
Oh.
got a caved-in skull and is
All right,
just
I'm
pulp on the
gonna-
ground.
That's sad. Weakling. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use my action to move the whirlwind 30 feet,
Okay.
picking up what other zombies I can and the other
Yep.
like skeleton dude.
with a dex save of 18.
Okay, so they make the dex save and will take half of the damage, and they
Okay.
are not restrained. They will take half of 31.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, okay, it's still destroyed. It sits there and
Then you have the
hunkers down and
zombies.
then is still just ripped asunder by this tornado with the zombies flapping around and slapping it in the face. Is it your turn?
And oh yeah, because he's like, if that guy's dead, then there's nothing else I can really do. So that will be my turn.
Okay.
I was going to healing word him. Bonus action.
Brady with Minty on deck.
So who's left?
These 4 Dementor creatures, 3 of which are feared. And one
Frightened.
that's thank you, frightened. Thank you. And one that is circling above Fizbin.
They don't have the frightened condition on them. They're just turned.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Okay. So how far are they from me? I was behind.
About 15
Brainard.
feet.
15 feet.
What's
Okay.
their maximum movement speed?
You probably haven't seen it.
Right, but
About
if they're turned, so it's on their turn. My
Yeah.
apologies.
You're good.
That's what I was confused by.
You're good.
Okay. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on one,
Okay.
and I am going to
That's a
say,
one.
hang on.
Gotta find the list.
Yeah. So she's like hiding, crouched down behind Thranduin, and just peeks out to say, "You didn't get hit with the ugly snake. You got whopped by the whole forest," and then ducks back into hiding.
Okay. I rolled a 1 on my save. I believe it's charisma.
Thank you, Ben. I have a wonderful list thanks to you.
This brings me joy.
So he failed it, you
Yeah.
say? He did a good old fail. Don't attack my dice. All 4s.
What kind of
So
damage?
Nice.
12.
Psychic?
Sure. I don't. Yes, psychic. I
Okay.
couldn't find it.
Very good. And what else are you doing?
And going to how's Fizbin looking? Are you still good?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Send the axe
Okay.
again. Go get him.
You fling your axe at one of
I'm
these.
about to drop this and do sunbeam.
You drop one of these spectral. You throw your axe at one of these spectral, dementory looking things, and it just passes right through it. I say.
Even though it does necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna stay as hidden as possible.
Okay. The first Dementor is going to pivot from the turn undead and rocket 80 feet away.
Was I not on
Oh,
deck?
I'm sorry. I missed you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Minty, you're
Yeah,
up.
you did.
Ooh.
It's not gonna rocket yet.
Yeah.
It's ready.
Not
It's ready to
yet.
go. It's waiting for the gunshot. Go.
Yeah. So I'm 60 feet away. At this point, I'm climbing on top of the
Okay.
thing. And there's four left? 5 left?
4.
All 5 are left.
4.
I'm trying to keep track of this. Okay, they're all in the middle around everyone else.
Yeah.
Great.
They have not
Okay.
yet been able to flee.
All right. I
One
don't
is
wanna
not
lighten-
turned. If I remember correctly.
This one isn't feared. These 3 are feared. Or turned.
Yeah, so those 3 are about to run away.
Yeah.
Is there one that I can hit that is within 10 feet of the others, but not within 10 feet of the party?
Yeah, they're up in the air.
But they're near. Okay, they're back up in the air.
Yeah, they keep swooping down and going back up.
So they're not within 10 feet of the party,
Correct.
but they're all within 10 feet of themselves.
Most of them are. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll take that most of them. Bonus action, spell, lightning arrow.
Okay.
Is that a truck passing by?
Yeah, sorry. My room gets like no air circulation, and the tower I have will just cook the room, and so I keep the window open and my fan's off for that, so that I can, and every now and then just.
How dare you live by
I
a
know,
road? Why are
God.
you not in the middle of the woods?
I need to just find a log cabin in the
supposed to
woods
be a
somewhere,
Viking.
and 100 yards around, just hang all of these wind chimes with minor keys, in a single minor key, and
Ooh.
just live there, and it'll just be amazing.
That
That's what I
sounds
want.
like a nightmare.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna say. I feel like it'd be super soothing if like I'm the one that did it. You know what I mean? Everyone else would stay away. That's for sure.
I think I need you to keep on going with the Viking aesthetic instead of like the serial
horror
killer aesthetic.
I just think it'd be cool.
I can
No,
hear
you're
my
not
prey
wrong.
coming.
I think it would be kind of cool, but
Okay, fine. Not a minor key. Whatever.
Minor keys are freaky.
They can be.
Okay,
They can
well,
be austere and soothing. I don't know.
I'm also gonna use action surge.
Okay. Well, first fire your shot.
I don't have to.
You want to action search first?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna action surge first and then turn invisible.
You're already invisible.
No, it ended at the start of my turn.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
But this type of invisibility doesn't end when I make attacks. So now I have a lightning arrow at advantage.
Okay. And this is a spell?
Yeah, it's so it turns one of my arrows basically into a lightning bolt.
Okay.
And
Magical arrow.
I believe if I hit, I'll read the make sure I'm doing it right. Lightning arrow. Next time you make a ranged weapon attack during the spell's duration, the weapon's ammunition or the weapon itself is transforms into a bolt of lightning. Make the attack roll as normal. The target takes 4d8 lightning damage on a hit, and I rolled a 27 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
So they take 4d8 damage on that, and then each creature within 10 feet must make a dex save.
That's a 1 and a 5.
Okay, so anyone nearby takes 2d8 damage as well.
Okay.
Which one's the 8? 5, 7, 13, and 19 damage to the main guy,
Okay.
and 9 damage to the other 2.
Okay. You note that the second the light, like in the split second, the light from the lightning bolt gets in range of this Dementor creature, it becomes more physical, and it crashes into it, and the lightning spreads out, and they all recoil.
The disembodied voice standing on the pile of rubble 60 feet away yells, "They don't like the light!" And then I'm just going to, at this point, put my bow away.
Okay.
And with the other attack action, I'm just producing flame.
Okay.
And I'm moving back towards the party, but invisibly, so.
All right. So is the flame visible?
I honestly don't know. It says everything I'm wearing and all of my equipment is also invisible, so I'm assuming the flame while I'm invisible is also invisible.
I like that. Let's do that. That's cool. Invisible fire. All right. Okay, one Dementor is going to actually careen over Mincy's head as he is returning to the party, about 80 feet in 6 seconds. The second Dementor follows but goes northward. Fizbin, your turn.
wow, it actually moved along quicker than I thought it would because of the 3 that are running away. How many more zombies are like left? Is it safe for me to not cast turn undead this turn?
Yeah, I think it's safe for you to do that because the
safe.
tornado moving along and just spewing them everywhere and just splatting on the ground.
But there's just the one left, right?
So there's one that is turned above you that hasn't fled yet, and one that is not turned that is above you.
But there's nothing on the ground anymore.
Correct.
We
How
can
far-
move forward if we want.
How far up in the air is the not turned one?
15 feet.
I would like to jump at it.
Okay.
I got a running jump. I'm pretty sure I've got that height
Heck yeah.
or close to it.
Okay.
I'll actually.
Is that an
I'll double
athletics check?
With a 15 for
Yeah, it'd be an athletics check.
Yeah. Okay. Make an athletics check.
I want to verify that I could actually do this.
Dun, dun, dun,
So
the
they
tail
have-
slaps on the ground.
Do you have a weapon?
6'4" or something? Yeah, I got the devotee sensor.
How long is that?
I mean,
these mechanics exist.
I can hit in melee range, so it'd be a.
So it adds
you
an
know.
extra
So
5
you
feet.
only have to jump 10.
If he
He doesn't have
doesn't,
to
Yeah,
jump
my
10
my
because
height.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". I did the. I have a
Only have to
calculator for
jump
that.
4.
Oh,
you have to jump 4
Um,
feet.
I can reach up and grab something 19.5 feet off the ground, just like jumping. So like my high jump is
Oh.
10 feet, my long jump is 25 feet.
okay. Then go ahead and,
so
and do what you're gonna do.
let's do an athletics check and see if I can. Know this.
That would be the funniest thing to imagine him, this giant thing, barely like doing this off
Just
the
uncoiling.
ground, like eh.
This is
16 acrobatics
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're good.
or athletics.
get-
I'm sorry, athletics is more than that, but
Okay. You get just your claws dig into the ground, just and you leap into the air.
hello.
Get about eye level with the thing.
Have you heard about the Stormfather?
Hail hydrate. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
To contact you about your cars, your car insurance.
Just right in his ear. Hail Hydra. Thank you, Yame.
Okay. This is a magic weapon, so does the bludgeoning still hit him?
Find out.
Fine. Let's see.
I know it's not water. I'm sorry.
13 bludgeoning damage, 1 radiant damage, and 13 thunder damage.
It passes through.
All of it?
I will let the radiant damage count.
Okay.
Which is how much? You said 1?
1.
Aww.
And this is to the one that's not turned correctly?
Right.
Okay. 1. Splat.
He said, "No, thank you." Click.
You come back down.
I clearly missed him.
I've unsubscribed to damage, thanks.
Okay.
Need some
that-
ethereal
Finally
weapons.
have to
that your
get you
turn?
some glasses.
Yeah, that'd be my turn. I won't even use the bonus. I'll use my bonus action to stare at it questioningly.
Vloxen says, we've been trying to contact you about your boat insurance.
Actually, could I use that bonus action as like a religion check or something to determine
Sure.
why that missed?
Sure.
Sure. I should probably only
Emotional
roll
damage.
1d20.
Wait, hang on. There we go.
There you go. With an 8, probably don't get much.
You've never seen something like this. You have read of shadowed creatures that can't be hit, but you've never heard of something that can just resist a magic item like that.
Okay.
Brady's axe also counts as a magic item, and that didn't hit as well.
Ooh. Crazy. Okay.
That was Fizbin. The final turned.
You waited just long enough, Jeff. You waited just long enough.
Huh?
It's the
worry about
final countdown.
Okay. The final Dementor skyrockets away. Thranduin, there's one above that you watched your mentor just whiff and miss in a single of radiant damage.
Smite him, almighty smiter.
Well,
We got an inspiration point. Who's it going to, Vader?
Oh.
Buddy.
Inspiration to position 4. That goes to Terra.
I get advantage on most things. I feel bad about getting.
Oh, it wasn't a random inspiration. Vader, you gotta tell us who it's going to. And don't give it to Terra. She won't be thankful.
I'm thankful. Others needed more. Others needed more than me. I'm Faye. I get advantage on those things.
While that's happening, Thranduin, what you doing?
All right.
George. Okay, goes to George.
So what all damage have I seen not affected?
Any physical damage, essentially. Like the
And I also
lightning
yelled
hit
at the
it.
beginning
Some radiant damage
that
hit
a-
it.
So like
And a
spell
building fell through
effects hit it.
Spell effects do seem to be doing the smack. Yeah, a building fell through it and had no effect.
Right. Okay. So
And I also just yelled, it doesn't like the light.
I'm gonna sneeze.
well, a light call
Bless you.
uses resources for me.
Uh-huh. Oh,
And I don't
do you
know when we're gonna fight the Lich, if we'll get a rest in between.
True.
So I'm gonna finger guns. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe force damage will do it.
There'll be 3 bolts.
probably not Vloxen.
So we have a 26, a 15, and a 19 to hit.
26 and 19 hit. What kind of damage is it?
Force.
Okay. It appears to hit.
Is 14 force damage.
Okay. It is obliterated.
Nice.
Oh,
And that is the last of the creatures to fight. The tornado taking care of the rest. I can talk with my tongue. Quickly, the party continues onwards towards the boat.
Go, go, go.
The boat having already dispersed rowboats. And people just piling into the rowboats, and immediately they take back off and start rowing away. What's the party do once they are rid of... as the party stands there, rid of the last of the survivors, feverishly rowing towards safety,
Finally rid of those survivors.
Gosh.
Ellen Yeard appears next to you and goes, "Right, so what's the plan?" And turns back towards the city.
You were a whole lot of help in that fight.
I wasn't able to get very close. Looks at Fizbin.
Yeah, that's fair.
If anyone had been keeping high enough on their close attention, there would have been a bat who was keeping along and then scurried away. Again.
Did I hurt you?
Gotta get better at those wisdom saves or something. I don't know. Maybe not. You know, it's fine. Well, I'm assuming the snake is still coiled up around the building.
Make a perception check.
I'm sorry, what?
The dragon snake.
The
Well, he's
old
doing-
serpent dragon that you killed, who was the leader of the Held Breath, was reanimated and is now this skeletal being that's coiled around the town square, the town hall.
And is that where the lich is?
So
We're
We
assuming?
believe so.
That's where we think it is.
17.
17. You do see in some distance kind of the shifting spine of a massive snake-like creature, kind of right on the top of the rooftops.
Move.
So
the
how far away
whirlwind.
is the was it City Hall or whatever?
Yeah,
it is
you would
that-
have to go into the city proper a good ways.
Okay.
So
A whirlwind can go 300 feet.
just start breaking
So we
through
all just-
houses.
We all just hop in the whirlwind and just...
There's a Dragon Ball Z
There's a
reference
lot of
in
zombie
there.
parts in there. I don't think.
yeah.
So we're at the docks now, yeah? Can I just snoop around for anything that can easily be lit on fire, possibly have any, like, I don't know, explosive properties to it?
Well, you got the
Maybe a barrel.
Okay, so you
full of
look
stuff
around,
somewhere.
take stock, make a perception check.
Oh, I love these.
The immediate thing comes to mind is the docks. The docks are made of wood.
26.
Okay, you see a grain storage.
No. I don't know what you're thinking, but no.
I would like to just check in that grain storage.
You kind of make your way over to and you kind of it's a bit of a barn, and you kind of move the door out of the way. You're still invisible.
Oh no, that ended. It lasts for 6 seconds.
And the top half of a zombie kind of starts dragging itself slowly towards you, but behind him, tightly packaged in a silo-esque shape, is all sorts of grain. Lots and lots of grain.
What kind of grain?
No. You ever seen videos of why you should never put any fire near a grain silo ever?
No.
They explode. Taylor?
Okay.
Oh, I thought you had it.
Flammable grain.
Yeah. Grain silos are you don't smoke next to a grain silo.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the zombie crawling on the ground and be like, "Hi, buddy," and then take out my bow and just shoot it in the head. And I am just gonna package up as many airtight packages as you will let me have of this grain. Mason jar-esque type.
Oh, mason jar-esque.
Bags,
that in itself
maybe.
isn't going to be as explosive.
Oh, well, okay. What was your DM brain thinking?
If you light this building on fire, it will detonate roughly a fifth of the city.
Now we have options.
But in small amounts, it's not going to do much.
Not very good ones, but they remain.
I mean,
creatures
the
that are
city's
afraid of
basically
the light.
destroyed anyway.
Hail
so-
hydrate. Thank you, Cloudy
it
Kate.
is. We're gonna have to rebuild.
I don't have any water, but
Ooh.
Okay, a fifth of the city, as in like enough of it for us to get to City Hall.
Well, it depends on what you do, honestly.
Silo and push it somewhere else.
it's a building.
Okay.
You said a fifth of the city.
What if I grab the silo
and
and
all
I
of the grain and
I
moves the whirlwind over to and drops all of the grain on Town Hall, and then we lit it.
We need those that prison runes that we had last time. That's what we
What
need.
if we do like a fire tornado?
Here's what we do.
Yeah.
I like the words
casts
y'all are saying.
the bull strength spell on me.
Okay.
I pick up the silo, and then I dimension door with the silo to Town Hall, and then
Yes.
Minty blows it up.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. Let's do that.
Wait, but how do you get back?
He doesn't. He'll
I
be
can either
fine.
dimension door
Run.
again, or I get caught in the blast. It sucks. I'll die and then be immediately resurrected because my
I
armor's
cloud
amazing.
ruin the damage away from him.
Hey!
Wait, what's the range
Also
on
cloud
Onto
ruin
the
the
lich.
What's the range
It's
on
only
cloud
30
rune?
feet.
Oh, okay.
It's only 30 feet. I would have to then also take the cloud rune, the explosive damage.
I mean, if you wait a day, I can revive you. It's fine.
But I can
I
also
can-
just
I
dimension door
can-
back.
I can cast Bull Strength. Once you're there, I'll wild shape into a giant eagle and pick you up, and we'll fly away, and I'll just let out a big caw as it blows up behind us.
High
The
level
whole time
And we
y'all
characters
are
don't
have
look
so many
back
options.
because
I
you
love
never
this.
look back at what you're exploding.
Never look back. You just fly away.
Sunglasses.
The whole time you guys are discussing how to best blow the city up, I'm just chuckling, staring at this giant silo of grain.
So remind me why we're not just going there now to fight the dragon thing.
Because why fight it when you could just land a fire exploding building on it?
We defeated it such a long time ago. We're even stronger than we were then.
You
Why can't
fled.
we just handle it?
Not the,
You're
Not the
fled
lich,
like a
the
coward.
dragon. Not the.
No,
Not
we
the
wasn't
lich.
we're talking about
I wasn't there the first
the
time,
snake.
but I can
Oh, okay.
I can say without a doubt this is gonna be way more fun.
All I'm saying is this turn undead thing is really working wonders for us. Like, if we can handle any of these other smaller creatures that come our way, then we should have no problem killing a thing we've already killed before. And then
Worst
we can
comes
go
to
fight the
worst,
lich.
we can do that. Let's drop a building on them.
I think the drop building thing is a pipe dream.
Well,
Just
Silo
saying.
dream.
okay, maybe we can't pick up the building.
It's a
But
cylinder. dream.
what if we all take a big bag of grain and one by one take it down to City Hall, circle the whole building with grain, and then light it on fire?
Yeah.
You would have a really pretty grain circle.
Yeah, it won't
Yeah.
explode.
Okay, but what about
grain?
the fire tornado idea? Explodes, tornado comes through, takes the fire over there.
After
about that?
after 1 minute of the whirlwind being up, it goes away, and I'm just like, I don't have enough power to shoot at again.
Fizbin.
Ow!
Oh, let's go kill us a giant snake then, I guess.
Fine.
Dimension door.
Mm-hmm.
What all can pass through a dimension door?
I can teleport myself and one other creature or objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what I can carry.
How much can you carry?
I don't know how to calculate that exactly. My strength is 15 though.
Sure, there's a calculator for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there certainly is. Your carrying capacity is your strength score multiplied by 15.
What, in pounds?
In pounds.
Yes.
So
Is it
what's that?
strength modifier? She said.
175 pounds.
Your modifier? Or
Oh,
your
you said
score?
strength mod.
Your strength score.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Okay.
175 pounds.
That's
of
pretty good.
grain. That'd be a big boom.
Hmm.
Wait, you said strength score times 15.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 175. Should be.
225. If the calculator is to be believed.
I believe the calculator more than me.
So what does bull strength give me? What's that spell add?
What does bull strength give him?
Bull strength just gives you advantage on strength checks.
Oh. I think the silo is going to be a little bit heavier than 225 pounds.
Well, I mean, the silo is, but sure, but
Does anyone have enlarge reduce? We can reduce the silo and then I can pick it up. And then just...
I don't think it works on inanimate objects, but I could be wrong.
It does, in fact. It does.
Oh my
in
God.
fact. I've done it to a door to just like shrink it off its hinges
Well,
to get away from a trap.
I can lift 375 pounds, so...
Oh, well, why don't you do it?
It's been.
It's like, I just want to fight the dragon.
He was
You're
busy
just assuming I-
calculating.
But you don't have do you have dimension door?
No.
No.
does anyone even have enlarge reduce?
No.
Oh.
If anyone, it would be the bard.
No, I don't have it.
I
Well,
might be able to assist. Everyone kind of looks over at the vampire.
No. We're fine, thanks.
So.
No. Dusty old bones. Let's see what Ellen DeGeneres has to say about the explosives.
I do have command of a certain amount of spells, and large reduce being one of them.
Can you do it to that?
I don't know if it will accomplish our goal, but I'll see what I can do.
You have no
Were
idea
you
what my
not
goals are.
listening?
Looking up in
That'll be great. Meanwhile, Brady is just like moving around Fizbin singing We Will Rock You and like a bunch of like hype songs to try and encourage him to do it. Like, come on, cut.
It's the father of light.
Yeah, there you go. The parody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna know
This does seem like it would be fun.
Yeah,
The target size is
Yes!
halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal.
1/8. Oh my god.
1/8. Easy. Easy.
Yes, if that's the case, I can just grab it and just dimension door it then.
And he turns around and starts singing to Thranduil now. Like,
He goes
okay,
up and begins incanting evil sounding words. Everyone, and then for a second he goes, oh, and then you hear the vocabulary change and it tiny little grain silo, roughly 1/8. Oh my god.
He's got a
I want
thermos
to say
bottle.
it's like 10 feet. It's a bit of a log full of miniaturized grain, like fine sand.
man, Menti has rubbed off on us too
You're
much.
going to dimension door in and fireball things to death, or
Okay, I need details. Hey, Ellen, how long does this thing say this size?
About
Oh,
a
no.
minute. I would suggest moving
Oh.
quickly.
I
You can see
want
that
to
he's
take him to a
concentrating.
giant eagle and I start flying to pick him up.
I'm gonna
as soon
cast
as he
Bardic
gets there.
Inspiration on Thranduil, or whoever's carrying it.
Okay.
Ah!
Okay.
All right.
Wait, I'm gonna take
Uh,
Menti with me so he can flame it. So Menti,
Menti
get
on
on
the-
my back. And then we're gonna fly over. Go, Thranduil!
All right, so
I'm
there's
just
a
gonna-
bird that is Terra
Five.
grabs him, and he's holding onto this 10-foot log of a thing, and you're flying. And
I'm giving you a prayer. That's what you're getting from me.
I'll take it.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Hang on, while he's doing this, I'm gonna divine intervention to make this work.
Okay.
I'll let you know what I
They
roll
don't
when I
believe in
find it.
us.
All right.
Just keep
He
going.
believes in us. We just need a little extra help.
All right.
So I'll just
divine intervention.
And
Uh,
Yame
the-
had a good point. Compact explosion means more damage.
sure.
Like a bomb. You get
Yeah.
right over it, and
We're
you
dropping
watch.
a bomb.
Go ahead, Jake.
Well, I got it on my shoulder, and
Yeah.
I just like wave my sword, and a giant like portal opens up, and I just step through it and then appear
Okay.
at the city hall.
So
You can
Tara
hover, yeah?
said
Right.
she scooped you up and flew you over.
Yeah.
Oh, we're flying. We're not.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that
I
was dimension door.
scooped
Menti
Menti
Oh,
up
my apologies. Script
Yeah.
so
Ben.
that he can.
My
So
apologies.
he's
Yeah.
gonna dimension door. Menti and I are currently flying over, so he can flame it as I pick him up and go the other way.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this the cooler way. I'm gonna light an arrow on
however you
fire
want.
with
There you
reduced
go.
flame.
Go ahead, Thranduil. And you've got this thing on your shoulder, and you see that you're in between the snake and the building, and you can feel the coiling, shifting, scraping of the bones behind you, and you can see through the window just barely. You don't see the Lich. You see the council members. Three of them.
Uh-oh.
You see Venton, the Keeper of Coin, who is cocooned in this flesh-like cocoon. You see Palian, Vanguard of the Hunt, and you see Tariff, who looks fundamentally wrong, and he stands over the cocoons, and as if the keeping watch over them, and you can see his skin kind of roiling, his bones shifting underneath his skin, his hair having all fallen away, and he's almost completely nude.
Ew, gross.
Terra flying with Minty at the ready with a flaming arrow.
Grabs.
He can just dimension door.
Oh, you
out.
can dimension door out? Perfect.
Yeah.
You hear the
Perfect.
snake. The large serpent.
How
You're looking at the first
how
floor.
and how far away are they from me?
They're about 15 feet into the main hall where you used to debate for saving the giants.
Right.
In the council hall.
And it's two of them?
Yeah, and then the third Tariff is there as well.
Right, but he's a lost
he
cause
seems
'cause
to
he's
be
gross.
he seems to be talking to someone, but you can't really see, and you realize you have very little time before this serpent realizes you're there.
Which two are which two are cocooned?
Venton, the Keeper of Coin, and Palian, Vanguard of the Hunt. Venton, you never really got along with. Palian was the one that went to your aid with the giants.
Yeah,
We don't even know if we can save him in the cocoon state yet, though.
Right.
Dang it, Jeff, we had such a cool
Tara,
plan.
above,
Why you gotta throw this?
Tara and Minty above, you can see Thranduin hesitate for a moment.
I just let out an eagle.
I like kick you in the ribs. Shush.
I would knock you off, except I need you to hit it.
And he's talking to someone out of view.
Out of view.
How many dimension doors do you have?
2.
2 left?
I've no total. I've used 1. So would I be able to climb through the window?
You can break through it and climb through, yeah.
And like make a run for one of them?
I will allow
One of the
this.
cocoons?
Yeah.
I have bardic inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to blow up, Thran.
Are you doing
it? You're gonna drop the silo, right? On the
Yeah,
outside?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
You want me to continue?
Do I have to make any checks to get through
the window?
or...
Nah, you just got to kick off the bone serpent behind you and go careening through you're huge. You can get through a thin pane of glass from the colonial era.
Okay. Actually, can I...
Hail Hydrate.
As I go through the window, can I cast invisibility on myself?
You're not keeping concentration on anything but the time's ticking, but yeah.
Right, like, yeah, I don't have any...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So I break through the window, but, like, as soon as it shatters, I'm gone.
Okay. I know, Cloudicate, I don't have any water. You
run.
You kick off the thing, you go crashing through the water, and boom, and you watch as Tariff suddenly drops limp, as if like a puppet. And then you can see the thin strands of veins that were keeping him up. And you look invisibly as you keep running, and you can see the lich in the high chair, grown and expanded into the chair. Veins and tendrils going all along the sides of the building. This red-like substance coming from her along the ground. And you watch as, at this point, it's just the right on the mid part of the nose. The rest of the head is gone completely, and you watch. It turns. And which one you going for? You know you have very little time.
Yeah,
I'm firing in 5 seconds after he drops it.
Well, I mean, we'll be above for a while until we know he's out of there.
It is a shame that casting Dimension Door at higher levels doesn't allow you to bring more creatures with you.
It'll still be a bomb when it's big.
All right.
Yeah, better bomb when it's big.
I'm just saying, it'll still be a bomb.
Which one's role is more vital?
Would you like me to go over their jobs, like from what you know of the past, or is that is that a real question? I guess is what I'm saying, because I'm not going to influence your decision, but I am going to tell you about them.
Right, like. What does Thranduin obviously knows these people, and though he doesn't get along with one of them, like which one is more vital to the survival of the town?
So Venton, he's the keeper of the coin. He is basically in control of the economy, making sure all the money flows correctly, and all of the mercantile businesses. He keeps his fingers on them, making sure they're not up to any funny business. He keeps the economy running correctly, and he's done a fantastic job of it. He was paramount in the northern continent and the Endeavor's bill or trade deal between horses, spankles, and spackles and guns. So that was very important. Palian, that's the wrong campaign. Vanguard of the Hunt. Yeah, Vanguard of the Hunt is essentially the offensive military coordinator and has backed your play at every turn.
And she's been doing all of the exploring of like trying to.
I fought by your side when it came time to save the giants.
So the age-old question, do we worry about the economy or the military? This is Age of Empires. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
We really don't have an economy, though. The town is just destroyed.
But we need an economist that knows how to rebuild it. That's for sure.
I can do it.
No.
Mandy's got it. Yeah.
Last time
then we
looked at
really
money,
won't
you
have
said,
an
"What
economy."
is
Yeah.
We don't need these shiny things.
We had one smart person in this party, and he turned into a tree. And then the second smartest just recently died.
I'm the only one in here that really knows money is fake, so
It's a construct.
Who died?
An idea.
The flump.
Oh.
The second smartest party member.
The flump is back.
the flump's back.
Yeah.
Oh, then we're fine now. We don't need an economist.
Yeah.
And no one questioned why it was alive. I had a whole thing lined up, and I was like, all right, cool. We're not going to get into that.
You explained it.
I said it was sticky and that it was covered in a strange liquid. That was
We're
like
just upset that dinner didn't die. I'm just
that was like if I remember correctly, it was like a green fragrant smelling substance.
Cat hairball.
Ew.
Ew.
did it come out of the Mushroom King?
No, shut up. Maybe. Boogers.
Do you know the Mushroom King? The Mushroom King.
Damn it, Kate. Kate's trying to get me drunk.
Yep.
That is not water, sir. Chug, chug, chug.
Your fault.
Peach brandy. Goes into battle, finds himself discussing economy. Oh, he's really giving this is a hard choice. Where did my music go?
Well, I also thought like
Where did my music?
I could banish them, and then they would come back in a minute after the explosion, but they would also come back right where they are, in the hands of the Lich.
Well, whatever hands are left.
And also
That's true.
that also eliminates Dimension Door for me to get out.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Don't do that.
oh no.
And then I would be stuck at 1 hit point with a Lich. So
how chaotic good do you really want to be?
what was I just leave it to fate and roll a d6 and odds is 1 and evens the other because I don't want to choose.
You can do that if you want.
Make Feff roll.
Oh.
And he doesn't tell you until you're out. Because it's a mad dash scramble.
Ooh, that's cool.
Wait a minute,
You
I
get
love
distracted
this.
by the Lich, and you just grab and go.
I got a D2.
All right. Yeah. You know?
Yeah?
If we're laying it to chance, we might as well make it exciting.
Yeah. All right. So I run. And I imagine the Lich sees me
Yes.
despite being invisible.
You assume so.
Just because.
I don't know what the
That's
token
not
is.
a dice.
Yeah, I said that, but it's all the way over
D2.
there, and I'm not going to fish it out.
So yeah, I just run, grab hold of one, and just
Okay.
Arrow flies.
You drop the
eagle
thing.
turns.
At the
You grab
compact
the
explosive.
fleshy cocoon, and you. The concussion alone wrecks the surrounding buildings. The blast goes into the ground, and you hear screaming of undead below. Massive crater forms. I need a dex save from Terra.
Dang it, I should have gave her the inspiration.
You're fine. I got this.
How far can
17.
you? 17. How far can you teleport, Thranduin?
500 feet.
500. Okay, so you're good. You're still, as you still, the blast makes you have to put a step forward, and you have to like move out of the way as the surrounding buildings begin collapsing.
I fly. If I'm using my movement and dash, I fly 160 feet every 6 seconds.
Yeah, this is still this. What you said? 16 on the roll.
17.
17. Okay, you managed to avoid a massive fireball of rubble and this mushroom cloud that shows up as the scattering grain is flung across Dragon's End.
Giant mushroom.
Maybe it's friendly.
So Thranduin steps through the dimension door back to you guys. Half a second later, you hear a massive explosion, a mushroom cloud, and then a couple of seconds later, you just hear a mad cackle coming in off of the horizon.
What's it sound like?
That was so cool!
So
I
they're
can't hear
okay.
Well.
anything!
Well, they're alive.
What is that?
You look down,
This is
Thranduin, at the fleshy cocoon, and it is Lady Palian of the Vanguard Hunt.
Oh yeah.
God
We
damn
can
it,
teach
Kate.
someone else money stuff.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Kate, I have to pee. Stop.
you can only save one.
Who else? Who all was? What did you see? What was there?
What's his name? I already forgot.
Venton. He's already gone.
He's
It's already gone. It doesn't matter.
Scrooge
Forget-
McDuck was in
Forget
there.
about him.
There's a tense moment as the fire begins spreading. And
Oh.
then slowly, the murky slime all over the floor begins turning black. And you watch as these cocoons, these flesh cocoons on each side of the cliffs begin slowly sliding down the sides of the cliff.
Is this a good thing? How do we feel about this?
Are me and Tara back yet? Are we?
Yeah, you come down.
Okay. So I just. Are they supposed to do that?
You watch
George
as
just looks confused. She also can't hear anything.
yeah. Caw-caw. It was Vanguard, Dad Dog. And then the people begin waking up. They begin tearing themselves out of their cocoons, screaming,
Yay.
coughing, crying, yelling, skipping, dancing, kissing. Palian wakes up and in turn she's just confused, begins weakly trying to tear out of the cocoon that she's in.
Oh, sorry.
You get her out and she
I'll
goes,
help and also prestidigitate as she gets out. So she's
what has happened? What is... She starts heaving, and you can see all this veiny mucus.
Ew.
Yes.
You have successfully,
Okay.
my friends, saved Dragon's End at the
What's that?
I
cost
can.
of a crater within its center. She kind of
Oh,
sits
that's
up
fine.
and looks her over, and she goes,
Balance.
"We need a castle. We need better fortifications."
I can blow that up too.
Well,
Who the hell are you?
I'm the guy that just saved your life.
This is gonna be the coolest statue.
It was a team effort, but the statue will be epic.
She's gonna get up and she's gonna stand strong for a second, chin quivering, and then just start hugging Brady and sobbing into her shoulder.
Aww.
Okay, it's okay now.
Eventually she composes herself. She goes, "What now?"
We
We
fight a
rebuild.
god. Oh.
What?
Oh, for you.
We are
Yeah,
va-
we'll fight a god too. We'll get there. We'll get to
I
that.
pull up my checklist.
Save the
Kill a
town.
giant, save my mom, blow up a city. That wasn't even with you guys. That was just already on the checklist.
Figure out what a city is under it.
Fight a god is next for me. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Perform a ceremony.
All right. She goes, "We don't even have a government."
What's
don't
that?
need-
We will be the government. That was a joke. Don't look at me.
The
I didn't
king
say
now.
that. We are in charge.
I'm the king.
We'll think of all of that later. For right now, let's get everyone gathered, check on everyone, and get ourselves back on our feet.
Right, of course.
As a giant eagle, I'm gonna take off and hopefully meet my little cat in the air, and I want to look for what looks like the safest, cleanest area for this to move this large mass of people, so we can build a camp kind of
Okay.
outside of this grossness, to keep everyone healthy and stuff. So I'm gonna start scouting for that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna look at the woman that climbed out of the thing and just went, you're welcome.
I'm gonna swoop
People.
back and I'm gonna pick up Menti and
Mind you, he's probably still yelling
People,
it like
just-
right in her face.
Except by the scruff, so it's just
The audacity.
rude.
She eventually looks over at Thrandom and goes, "We can come back from this, right?"
Yeah. We have allies in the giants, the UNT. We're not alone.
We can do this. We can do this.
Stormfather?
Yeah, that was wild.
Wait.
And that is where we're going to be leaving off for the night. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. This has been a very, very intense episode. I am Sir Feffers. Stick around. We are going to be doing ourselves a raid, and tune in on Thursday for Kjol. They're actually invading a wizard college and trying to do a heist, and they're all gonna die. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
One final job.
I have more than one page of notes for this. It's gonna be insane.
oh my gosh.
I know.
They've got Arthlos with them. They're not gonna die. They've got Ziller.
Wizard
We're not gonna
college.
die. We're not
right.
gonna die.
Thank you so much for being here. Stick around. We're going to do a raid. And we have fully edited episodes up on the Jake and Feffers YouTube channel of these episodes. If you missed anything, or you want to catch up a little bit, or even figure out what the name of the UNT Queen's lady name is, and let me know for extra brownie points, because I can't seem to find it. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I'm Sir Feffers. I'm the DM.